up with strict parents story time because you guys liked the last one. This one I'm going to tell you about how I snuck a phone and got caught with it. Sure, I'm in high school. I'm 16. I play sports. I have good grades. I have my own job and everything. Wasn't allowed to have a phone though. I wasn't even really allowed to go out and like hang out with friends either. Well, I'm on the cross country team and this girl's brother has this old phone that he's selling for like $150. And I was like, okay, I'll buy it off of him. And then I would go to Walmart every month and get those like straight talk. She knew, she was like, your parents are really strict, like I'll help you. So she would take me to Walmart before she took me home to get a new straight talk thing every month. I ended up dropping that phone in the toilet at work. So as one does, I go on Facebook Marketplace, try and get a new phone. I buy this phone off of somebody and I should have checked it before they like officially brought it. They came to my work and I tried to stick my SIM in it, but it was locked to the other carrier, so I couldn't even use the SIM anymore. So the phone would only work on Wi-Fi. So I would use like the school's Wi-Fi, and then when I would come home, my stepbrother, he had a phone, so my stepmom and his dad shared like custody of him. So his dad was like, I want him to have a phone. So his dad bought him a phone and like a hotspot on there. And so one night after work or school or something, I went in and he didn't have a passcode on his phone because he wasn't allowed to. And I like went to his Wi-Fi thing and saw what his password was so I could connect. Got off work late, I'm using my phone on his Wi-Fi and I thought everyone was sleeping, but apparently he got up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and then saw that a phone was connected to his hotspot. But I'm like, you're 10 years old, why are you checking your hotspot in the middle of the night? Anyway, so then my stepmom comes in and she's like, hold your hand out because she already knows. And I was like, fuck, I'm caught. I give her the phone, but she gets herself locked out of it and I was doing a little bit of some stuff I should not have been doing on that phone, a little scandalous. So she comes back in and is like, give me the password. And I was like, oh, I don't remember the password. This is my friend's phone that I'm borrowing. It only works for the fingerprint. I had like just turned 17 now at this point. So look at these clips, so cute. I ended up getting one of my coworkers to cover for me and like message my parents and be like, hey, that was my phone, which my coworkers at this time were so goated, but they all knew I had like not a good home life, so they all kind of just covered for me, which I'll have to do a story time about that sometime. But my stepmom did not buy this, so she ended up going through my whole room, found out I put that other phone that I said I dropped in the toilet, I had it in a bag of rice to see if it worked. Tablet backup one, took that. My dad, I was like threatening to move out because I just had enough, and so she picked me up from school early. Basically I was just like, yeah, I want to move out, and yeah, that was that. Then I moved out with my best friend at the time, Yana, and I had my own phone, eventually got my own apartment, and I was still working and going to school. My sports, all my extracurriculars, I ended up graduating with a really good GPA, had all my college pretty much paid for, and then didn't even go to college. I was dating this not good guy at the time. My parents and I did not speak for a really long time after this. It was probably like, we didn't speak for like a year or two. That's the story of my strict parents and me sneaking a phone.